See you tomorrow.
Welcome in, everybody. I'm Jen Frederick, and this is a very special edition of Philadelphia Live because I'm not in my little tiny box. I am here at the New Era store inside Citizens Bank Park. You know why. You heard Hank talking about it for the past half hour. It is opening day. It really is like when everyone really wants to feel good about the weather. And this year, unlike many years in the past, we can get excited about the weather. So you're looking at a couple different things. We've got Skyfox over the stadium. As Hank mentioned, all of the fun really gets underway officially at 4:15, but there is a lineup of fun that will be happening for people who are lucky enough to have the tickets to come in here. Most of that will begin at 1:45. The weather today, 75 degrees and sunny. Can you imagine a better weather? And of course, we will take on the Texas Rangers, and everyone that we've talked to all morning, when we were getting here, definitely thinks that the Phillies are gonna make a run this year. So you know how this is. We kind of want to show you what we're doing. So first of all, I've traded in my traditional anchor desk to a little foam finger cage. Because this is what's happening. The people are here. They're allowed to be in here, fans, until 12:30. So we'll talk to some of them. And as you can only imagine, I have already scoped out a replacement for my coat. So come on in. I just want everyone to see what it looks like on a perfect tall person. I'm gonna switch this out. Will you hold this while I switch?
Always.
And we have this because Jimmy Rollins wore this during the World Baseball Classic.
Yes, so this is part of our All-Star merchandise, and Kristen Zeller can talk more about that in a little bit, but we had Jimmy model it for us in spring training, and he then decided to wear it during the WBC.
I love it.
And he looks fantastic in it, but I think you look better.
Okay, so come on in, Kristen. As she mentioned, you're director of retail. Good afternoon.
Hi, welcome.
I have to tell you, look at him. You like this, yes? Look,
right?
People are loving this. This is part of your job, right? To pick out the stuff that you think we will enjoy.
Yes, we have a great buying team. They're working year-round, even a year before the season begins, to find items like this to bring in. This is actually a Ballpark exclusive, very popular. Again, as she said, Jimmy wore it, so of course everybody wants that. But we have a number of Ballpark exclusive All-Star items. Obviously, that's one of the hot things this year. And it's just so exciting to be on this stage for the Phillies, for the country, and we're excited to commemorate that with a lot of fun stuff.
I can tell you that we know that Philadelphia is going to be such an important city to the country this summer. And really, obviously, we know about the FIFA World Cup. We know there's some golf events. But absent the FIFA World Cup, I would say some of the big events are coming because of All-Star Week, because they knew that Philadelphia was going to be just in the perfect position to host this kind of thing. And then when you heard, I think we knew long before, we knew a long time ago this was gonna happen. And then when, I know you're a part of the bigger team, obviously, when you guys hear that FIFA is coming right around the time that you're doing this, I mean, it's like a couple days after, right?
Yes, it's a little overwhelming. It's a little daunting, to be frank. We're not even sure if we'll be allowed to be in here during those games, but it'll be great. Our ops team is working everything out, and we'll be geared up. We will have an All-Star Game assortment the entire season. That will change out leading up to the All-Star Game, and you'll get to a point where this will be mostly All-Star products.
Oh, that's cool.
So a lot coming in.
I have to say, I'm a mom. I have 2 kids and a husband and all that. And you know how this is. You try to be really careful with what you buy, right? You want to make sure that if you buy a player, a jersey, that they're going to be here for a long time. The cool thing about All-Star merchandise is this will be a time in everyone's life. Like, we're all going to remember the summer of 2026. So something like this is extra special, and I could see people really wanting it more.
Yeah. And even people that aren't from Philadelphia, maybe not necessarily Phillies fans, but they come here and they're gonna purchase and celebrate. It is really cool, and there's a little bit of something for everybody. We got the mini Victus bats. We love Victus, and they're in our backyard. You have stuff like that is just special, and people can keep forever, and it's a nice little souvenir.
And I have to say, I've been lucky enough to visit Victus a couple of times, and so I actually have a couple of the players' bats.
That's awesome.
This is easier to keep in your house than one of those giant bats.
I will tell you, we have found that I don't think those go through your carry-on and security.
Oh, that's good
I
to
get
know.
a lot of people that call and say they had to take my mini bat, so FYI.
Because they feel like it's a weapon?
Yeah, I think so.
It's funny, years ago I was traveling on SEPTA to FDR Park when we could golf there, and I had my golf bag, and they took my golf bag because golf clubs can be a weapon.
Yeah.
So that's crazy.
So FYI.
Yeah, that's great. And then we know that we hope that many of our players, or at least some of them, will be able to play in this game. So there'll be special merchandise related to the player individually, especially when we talk about Victus, right?
Absolutely. We will have all kinds of specialty. I'm sure once we know, we'll try to rush some stuff in because unfortunately we don't always know that till last minute. But the good news is we can customize on site.
Really?
So we will have the ability to customize jerseys. That is on the second floor now. We just renovated that. It's called the Player Custom Zone. And that way you can get whatever player you want, whatever color you want, including All-Star.
I love it. All right, so here's what we do. I'm going to put this back, and you are available to give me a mini tour of the redesigned store.
Yes.
So here's what we're going to do. We're going to take a quick 2-minute break. You got to stay right here. We're all live until 2 o'clock. We'll do the tour. We have words from the president. We're marking a big anniversary with the Key Bridge. We've got a lot going on, all live. Phillies mostly, but everything else too. Welcome back in, everybody. I'm Jen Frederick. It's a special edition of Philadelphia Live. We're inside Citizens Bank Park. At the same time, President Trump is speaking. He just wrapped up a cabinet meeting, and now he's taking some questions from reporters. We're going to go there live.
And also offshore return hubs or detention centers, similar to ours.
Who did this? Who does? Which country?
European Parliament, and the vote was not close. It was 389 in
Good.
favor to 208 against.
I'd vote.
So
I'd vote with them. Yeah.
Europe is where you are now. Do you think that will move the needle with Democrats?
I don't care about the Democrats. The Democrats hate our country. The Democrats are in chaos right now, and they have no common sense. You know, they have one quality that's amazing. They stick together. And it's harder because they stick together in a ridiculous policy like men playing in women's sports, open borders for everybody, including murderers and anybody else that want it. We're open to you. Come in, murderers. You know why they do that? They do that for a couple of reasons, but they do it for votes because they think they're going to vote for the Democrats. Even though I did great with the Hispanic vote, tremendous with the Hispanic vote. You know, I turned that whole thing around. The Hispanics like me and I like them. And you know, it's interesting with the Hispanics. When I built the wall, everybody said, oh, that's going to ruin us for the Hispanic. It was just the opposite. They know all about immigration and they know all about death and crime, and they're smart people and they have common sense. They wanted to be protected from the people that were coming into our country. So, you know, I won the election with a very tremendous Hispanic vote, and I think it's higher now than it was then. So we're a party of common sense. The Democrats are a party of insanity. They're a party that will destroy our country. If I didn't win this election, I believe our country would have been destroyed by now. 1 year, that's all it would have taken. If you had Kamala or Sleepy Joe, either one, it wouldn't have mattered. They're the same thing. Two sleepy people, two stupid people. I believe, and by the way, Gavin Newsom, who is one of the candidates, I believe he took himself out of the running when he says he suffers from mental disability. And a reporter said it was terrible that I talked that way about somebody with mental disability. I said, I have no problem with it, but I don't want a person with mental disability to be my president. I mean, you don't want to have a person with mental disability being your president. And Gavin Newsom said that he can't read a speech. He can't do almost anything. And then he said he's as dumb as all the people in the room. And he got accused of being a racist, which was an amazing thing. I thought it was the worst interview I've ever seen anybody give. He's actually a very stupid person. So I believe he's out of the running. I think that that statement, that interview, he admitted that he's a stupid person. I don't want a stupid person being president. You know, I'll say it right now. I say it because no press never reports it. I'm the only president that ever took a cognitive test. I took it 3 times. It's actually a very hard test for a lot of people. It wasn't hard for me, but it's a cognitive test. It starts off with an easy question, and by the time you get to the middle, it gets tougher. By the time you get to the end, very few people can answer those questions. They get very tough, mathematical equations and things. I took it 3 times. I aced it all 3 times in front of numerous doctors that I have no idea who they are. And I was told when I went in, they said, Doc Ronnie told me this. My current doctors were fantastic doctors. They said, well, if you take it, you know, it's Walter Reed. It's essentially a public hospital. And if you do badly, it's probably going to get out. But I aced it. I got them all right. And one doctor said, I've never seen anybody get them all right. I've been doing the test for 20 years. I want people, I would love to see anybody that's a president or a vice president or anybody that has any chance of being a president, I would like to see them take a cognitive test. Because we had a man in this office that had no clue what was happening. And let me give you a little secret. He wasn't a smart man 30 years ago. And I'll tell you about President Obama. He wasn't a smart man either. I know all about him. He wasn't a smart man, highly overrated. He was a great divider. And our country can't go through that anymore, can't go through. We have done an amazing job. I had to do a little stopover. I call it an excursion. I had to do a little stopover in Iran, and we had to knock the hell out of them because our country would not have been safe. The world wouldn't have been safe. I've done a great favor for the world. The world has not been reciprocal, because when I told NATO, where we give billions and billions of dollars, trillions over the years, I said, do you mind coming up and giving us a little hand with the streets? Send up some. They didn't want to get involved. And I believe that's going to cost them dearly. Thank you very much, everybody. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. President.
Okay, so there you see it. Obviously, it always gets spicy when the president is speaking, certainly when he is speaking with members of the media. We're going to have more from his remarks later in the show. President Trump had a lot to say. He has a lot of questions about his physical condition, and certainly he believes that the doctors think that he's set to serve. So here's what we're going to do. We are live here inside the New Era store in Citizens Bank Park. We're going to take a quick break, just 2 minutes. Come on back. We've got stuff you've never seen before. It's Ballpark exclusives. You can't get it anywhere else, all live. See you in 2 minutes. Welcome back in, everybody. I'm Jen Frederick, and this is a special edition of Philadelphia Live. As you can see, I'm not in my traditional spot inside Fox 29. We're inside the New Era store, the reimagined New Era store, inside Citizens Bank Park, because at 4:15 today, it is opening day for the Philadelphia Phillies season. A lot of people are feeling really optimistic about it. You hear behind me, they will close this store in about 14 minutes because this is where everyone's going to come in today. Typically, they're outside on the street. The weather is usually iffy. Today it's beautiful, and the plan is to bring the fans in through this area. So between 12:30 and about 1:45, they're going to do some special stuff to this store that we don't have access to. Kristen's here, Director of Retail for the Phillies. Good afternoon again.
Hi.
Okay, so yeah, it's a really cool thing. We're basically seeing what happens behind the scenes. They're going to get the fans out of here so they can build whatever excitement is going to happen for the 1:45 opening of the park.
Exactly. We wanted to be open for a few hours for any fans that are here that may not have tickets to the game, so they could get a chance to look at the new reimagined store. Well, our staff will quickly turn around, and then we'll be ready for 43,000 people.
Okay, would you like to give us a bit of a tour?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
I know everybody that comes here, it's a little bit different, but pretty easy to see around. Down here on the first floor, we have a fantastic women's section.
Yeah, let's look at the girls' stuff. I think women's apparel has really become a big part of what you guys are doing, and you're doing it better than most. You're part of the buying team, obviously. What do you look for when you're looking for stuff specifically for women?
So you kind of hit the nail on the head. 5, 10, 15 years ago, you saw a lot of fan gear. Style wasn't as prevalent. Now we're finally seeing that vendors are understanding women want style and they want, sports casual. So we see a little bit of everything, but you definitely see that upscale style, and you see, your crop shirts, your oversized shirts, just following trends better than I feel like sports ever did before.
And I will say, I think women buy more because once we get excited about sports, we don't want to wear the same crusty jersey every time.
Right.
We want to wear the sparkles. We want to wear the crop tops. We want to be warm, then we want to be hot. So I think we have more stuff in our arsenal in terms of what we're going to wear. Is that a hot dog?
Yeah, how about that?
I love that.
The hot dog scatter hat is super cute, and the baseball one up top. We had one last year with Liberty Bells and Stars, and they're really popular. So again, it's just like a take on the traditional with just a fun flair.
Okay, is that a ballpark exclusive, the hot dogs?
Not a ballpark
Because
exclusive.
there's someone at my house that would love that. All right, let's keep walking through here. So again, this is cropped, but it's also warm.
Yes.
It really checks a lot of the boxes,
It's that
if you will.
oversized crop, and according to my 15-year-old stepdaughter, the mock neck is super popular right now. So, of course, I had to already buy that for her.
I was going to say, when your team is figuring out what to get, do you reach out to friends and family and say, what would you buy?
We listen to all the feedback. On our social account, we often hear people, just as many people that like the stylish say, hey, don't forget to also make sure we have comfortable and oversized things as well.
Right.
So we pay attention to it all, pass it on to our buying team and even to the vendors. And we do keep it all in mind because we want everybody to be happy and comfortable.
Oh, wait, look at this fuzzy thing. All right, I know that they're making sure that everyone makes their purchases.
Yeah.
All right, should we attempt something crazy walking upstairs live on TV?
I'll try. It's hard to walk and talk for me, but I think I can do it.
Okay, and by the way, we have Mark Lavala who's on the camera, and he has to do it as well. So we're going to spin around this way. We talked about this earlier. All of the all-star gear is really going to be hot this year. People are going to want T-shirts, hats, all of it, and you guys are going to be fully stocked.
Yes, it'll rotate throughout the year, so if you don't see what you like, you'll find more. And then leading up to the actual game, we'll have a full assortment, all kinds of things for everybody.
And this store used to have an upstairs, but you couldn't access it from inside the store, right? It was like a different, was it like the Fanatics lair or something?
It was Fanatics Attics a long time ago. We did have the stairs, but we moved them against the wall to really open up the downstairs. So
oh, it was over, yes. Yeah.
It creates a better experience for our
Can you tell how long I've been here if I know about the Fanatics?
Yeah, I know, right?
Okay, so up here, the reason why you wanted to see it, is this where it is right here?
Correct.
Customization.
Yeah, so we have always customized jerseys. It's such a fantastic feature because you can get what jersey you'd like with whatever player you'd like. It just takes a few minutes on site, and we have men's, women's, and kids. New this year, we have a New Era cap customization, so you can actually take a New Era cap and then get one of those cute patches put on it. So again, it really just continues to allow people to get what they want, to be customized to what they prefer and what they feel comfortable with.
I'm going to try and say hi real quick. Can I say hi to you guys on TV?
Absolutely,
How
yes,
are you?
ma'am.
All right.
How are you, ma'am?
First of all, happy Phillies opening day.
Yes, ma'am. We're
Are
super
you
excited.
getting something customized?
Yes, we are. Yes, ma'am.
What are you getting?
We are getting
Jersey.
Perez, number
Yes.
3.
Is that your last name?
Yes.
Okay. And then I saw that you have some All-Star gear. I saw it on the other side, right?
Yes, ma'am.
All-Star
Well,
game.
not this
No,
one.
this one,
Not
right here.
yet. This one, yep.
So we were talking about the All-Star gear is going to be one of the things that everyone wants.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
We've already got this one started. I'm pretty sure we're going to rack up on a couple more things before the end of the day.
Do you play baseball?
I played baseball for I think 4 years.
Yeah, it's fun. I like your hat. Are you lucky enough to be able to go to the game
Yes.
today? Oh my gosh, that's
ma'am.
amazing!
Yes, ma'am.
Congratulations. So no school for you. What are you looking for? Have you ever been to an opening day game?
Never.
You know that there's all kinds of things that happen, different things that you want to be in your seat early. How early do they want to be in their seat?
I would say 2:30 at the very latest,
Yeah.
so you can see everything.
There's a lot of stuff that'll happen. That's really special that you guys are able to do that.
Absolutely.
Do you have a favorite player?
Probably Bryce Harper and
Yeah.
Trey Turner.
That's me too, man. And I love number 3. I love that you made it so your name,
yeah.
your Bryce Harper, and your who you are at the same time.
Absolutely. Yes, ma'am. 100%.
All right. And you feel lucky about the season?
Yes.
How far are they going to go?
I don't know. I would say probably they'd make it to the postseason, probably farther than the NLDS.
Thank you.
Yes,
That's what we're
sir.
looking
There
for.
you go.
Well, great to meet you guys. Thanks for letting us
Absolutely.
visit
It's a
with
pleasure.
you.
Thank
for
you,
sure.
ma'am.
That's great.
Thank you, guys.
Okay, so over in here, there's some other stuff happening.
Right.
Let's look. We have Hawaiian shirts.
Oh yeah, so the second floor not only contains the jerseys and the caps, but we also have all the player tees. And then we have this amazing golf section.
Oh, this is cool.
Yeah, so you have your golf accessories, both high-end and middle-range polos and quarter zips, golf bags, your stance socks, everything you need for a day out on the links.
Yeah, it's funny that you say that because, you know, they always say when you're golfing, don't have a baseball swing, and when you're playing baseball, don't have a golf swing.
Very true.
Because they are closely related. I also think it's the sport that, you know, a lot of people play with their family during the summer. You
Right.
can't really, you could, but most people are not playing baseball as a family.
Right.
But you could get, you know, your young ones out, you could play with Pop Pop. You can really, you know, have a day with the family, literally, both in baseball and in golf.
Exactly. And the apparel too is great because you can wear that to the golf course, then come right to the game. You can even wear it to work, whether or not you're golfing. Lots of nice, comfortable, breathable fabrics. Again, a little bit of something for everybody, including women. And then the wall over to the farthest over here, we have a nice upscale apparel section.
Oh, yes, you do.
So these are kind of the super fashion forward items.
Yeah.
I think you're gonna like this sweatshirt right in front of you.
I already, yes, that is gorgeous. Oh, yes.
Check it out.
Look at that. Can you see that? I don't know. I can't reach, so I
Look
can't
at
take it down. I love this.
Yeah.
Where's Mark? This is gorgeous. I like the white as well.
Right.
How many things will you buy?
How many things did I already buy? Yeah, a lot.
Yeah, it's cool. It's really special. I know this is the other type of thing where you're at the ballpark. Maybe it gets a little chilly,
Yeah.
and then you come in here and you're like, I could go for a regular sweatshirt, which is probably more than most people
Right.
buy, or I could go for like one of these banging items right here.
Exactly.
And then you just, again, you have a memory because you know you bought it at the stadium.
Exactly. It's a memory, and it's also a conversation piece. I mean, who's not going to ask you about that if you wear that out and about?
I might have to get one of those
Yeah.
things. All right, and so I think we know this. During non-baseball game days, people can come in here.
Yes, we're open. Typically, when the team's away, we're open Tuesday through Friday, 10 a.m. to 6 p.m., and Saturdays, 11 to 4.
Okay. And you know what I love about it? People love coming here, and the people who work here are happy. They get it. Like, I don't know if there's like a special crew that you guys interview and train, but they're like, "Are you getting that?" And they're really excited. They're as excited for us as I think we are in some cases.
Absolutely. Today was especially awesome because some of the staff that haven't been here all year, and they walk in and they see it and they get excited. You know, it's just really special to see them excited about where they're coming each day. And I know they love to be here. They love helping our fans. So that was really cool to see them and see the look through their eyes when they checked out the new store.
I love it. Thank you for visiting. I know you have a very busy day, so we appreciate the time. All right, here's the situation. We're going to be talking baseball until 2 o'clock, but so much more. We're going to take a quick 2-minute break, and we'll be right back. Bite back. Where are you going? You got to be right here. Welcome back in, everybody. I'm Jen Frederick. This is Philadelphia Live. It's a special edition because we are here at Citizens Bank Park as they get ready for opening day. That will happen at 4:15. We will be with you until 2 p.m. and we have so much coming, including some of the ball girls, including that 999 special from Aramark, and so much more. You can see I'm in this all-star section that Kristen was talking about. These are the things that many people are going to want. They'll be giving as gifts. Some of these items are Ballpark exclusives, and some of them you can get right on the website. The other thing that is going to happen this summer, and we know there will be a ton, is the FIFA World Cup. People want to party. They want to stay out late, and the governor wants to help them do that. Jennifer Lee is on that story. Good afternoon. Are you giving me any good news about how late I can stay up?
Exactly. So we're looking ahead to June and July because Pennsylvania state lawmakers, both out of the Senate as well as the House, have passed a bill. So I believe now it just needs to be signed by Governor Shapiro. And we're hearing reports that Governor Shapiro will be signing, and it's called Philadelphia 250 permit into law. It is a temporary permit for bars and restaurants to apply and request to have extended hours during the FIFA World Cup period. And the exact dates are June 11th through July 20th. So for a period of 40 days. So let's say you're a bar restaurant that's normally open until about 2 in the morning. Well, if you apply, pay that $500 application fee, you're in good standing, didn't have a history of issues, then you will most likely be granted this temporary permit and be able to stay open as late as 4 in the morning. We did have a chance to speak with the Pennsylvania Restaurant and Lodging Association, and they said that they were advocating for a passage of a bill like this because it really does open the door for businesses to have these extended hours, obviously have the extended ability to serve patrons. But they also noted that whether a bar restaurant is open late till 2 in the morning or not, people are going to continue to be out recreating, drinking, So to have these extended hours, he said, actually will make it a safer environment for the entire community. So it's something that they were definitely backing and fighting for. So they were really glad to see that it is going to pass. They also noted that, certain establishments like breweries are actually only allowed to be open till about midnight. So really this program is extending the hours that an establishment has already set. So breweries, for example, can extend their hours then till 2 in the morning. So obviously this is just one more step in preparing and looking forward to the FIFA World Cup this summer. There are going to be 6 FIFA World Cup matches here in the Philadelphia area. And so there's a lot of excitement for soccer fans. We're hoping, obviously, to check in with some of the businesses who are looking to cash in and also provide a fun, safe environment for soccer fans who don't have tickets to come to, thinking about the thousands and thousands of fans from all over the world who are expected to come visit Philadelphia, not only for FIFA World Cup, but obviously it's going to be a period of celebration for America 250, as well as the All-Star game in Philadelphia too. So having these extended hours, it just gives people more of an option. Doesn't mean you're going to be, out partying from like start to finish of an establishment being open. But if you're trying to catch a specific game that, let's say, isn't being played local time, what you would expect normal hours, maybe the hours are, somewhere else 3 hours earlier or, at a time that wouldn't necessarily be a time where you would go out in public. This kind of gives fans more of an option to, plan and have fun out in the community and obviously generate income for the city of Philadelphia and businesses.
Absolutely. And Jen, I was in Barcelona over the weekend. Sounds weird to say, but I was in Barcelona over the weekend where, soccer is their sport, right? And they're used to staying out that late. They stay out 2, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning. There's some clubs that stay open until 8 a.m. They do that because that's when the metro stop reopens. So I can't stay up that late, but I think, especially when you think about people coming in from many, many countries that are used to this type of timeline, it will only make sense for the businesses, as you said, that want to capitalize on the people that are here. Maybe Jen will take a nap and we can wake up at 11 p.m. and join them. I'm not really sure how that would work.
And then you could finish your day with breakfast, I suppose, if, 8 a.m.
Yes.
is last call.
I love it. All right, thank you so much. We appreciate the help today. So again, we're here at Citizens Bank Park, and I want you to see what's happening live. We were told that batting practice would begin at 1:25. We call that BP. But already, people are there. Our guys are there. And, unlike when you're here for spring training, this is the real deal. I mean, today is the day, 4:15. The Phillies will face the Texas Rangers. Christopher Sanchez gets the start today. And I have to tell you, the team is really behind him. They like what he's doing. You probably remember when he signed his deal to stay. The team was there. They did that for a couple of the players that reworked. They really reworked what was going on. All right, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to take you all over this ballpark the best we can because, again, they're getting ready for the fans to come in. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to send you to New York. The police commissioner there is speaking, and we're just going to listen to... we think it's rapping. Of course it's rapping. Okay, he was speaking. There's a lot happening live, and we're going to have all of it from now until 2 p.m. Again, I just want Mark to show us. Looks like they're wrapping up as well. So 2 minutes. We're going to be right back. This is Philadelphia Live. Where else would you want to be? Frederick, and this is Philadelphia Live. I have Dom Moyer with me, and when you walk in to this stadium and you get your special hat for Mother's Day, or you get your whatever you got, that's you. You're in charge of all the promotions?
Yeah, we're in charge of all the promotions at the gates.
Okay, so let's show everyone what we're doing. We're walking and talking.
Walking and talking.
Those are some of the ball girls. We're gonna let Mark Lavala turn around because he's basically walking backwards all over the stadium.
Yeah.
How excited are you for opening day?
Oh, we are so excited. We prepare all off season for this day. We're excited for fans to come in again and be electric in this ballpark. And we're excited for the season to start. This lineup is amazing. Our pitching is incredible this year. So we are very excited for the season to start.
Are you allowed to have a favorite player?
You know, I think my favorite player is Kyle Schwarber.
All right.
And most people probably love him, you know, but he's probably my favorite player.
All right, let's stop right here. We're going to stop right here at the Classics Grill because I want you to be able to show us a little bit of what we might be able to get if we come this year.
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
So on April 18th, this is for kids 14 and under. Okay, we have the Independence Blue Cross Trey Turner replica jersey.
Okay, let me just say something.
Yeah.
I came on a couple of the 14 and under days. I have a 20-year-old. One was a beach towel, and one was a jersey, but it was a basketball jersey. Was it Marsh last
It was Marsh last year, yeah.
And he gave it to the neighbors in the neighborhood, like the little guys. At the gate, the gentleman taking our tickets, he was like, "Are you 14?" And Brody's like, "Yeah." And he looks at me, I'm like, "Yeah, he's 14." I mean, we won't do that, and you can't do that with that little thing. But I do think the little guys and girls, they get excited when there's a promotion just for them.
And that's why we kind of do it. We want the kids to get excited. You know, we want to start them off as a young Phillies fan, and kind of as they grow up, they take their kids to the ball games to get giveaways, and it kind of just starts a trickle effect. So we start them off young, and they become Philly fans for life. Exactly.
All right, what's this?
All right, so everybody's favorite day, Citizens Fanatic Birthday on April 12th. This is for kids 14 and under as well.
Man.
As you can tell, we're going with the little Americana theme.
Cute.
The Fanatic on the Liberty Bell with this colonial outfit. Once again, April 12th, kids 14 and under. And the best day, Citizens Fanatic Birthday. That's always a great day for kids to come down, see the Fanatics, see everybody, every mascot that comes along, and it's an incredible day.
Okay, and then hat?
See, you'll like this. May 7th, all fans giveaway.
Okay.
This is an SEI Retro Phillies cap.
I love that hat.
It's an amazing hat. We've done this last year, and it was incredible. Fans loved it, so we're running it back again. And it's great that all fans get it as well.
Do you get input on what you get, what you buy, what you turn into the promotions?
Yeah.
Or you're just in charge of making sure everyone has one?
We're in charge of making sure everyone has one, but you know, off season we get a group together, you know, map out some ideas, and then we get another group together, and we kind of just go through the list, basically.
Craziest thing or favorite thing that you've ever had to give out?
I'm not too sure. Maybe this might be the craziest thing we've given out, the Fanatic Colonial Bobble. I mean, it's something we've never given out before, especially on Fanatic Birthday. We usually do a lot of wearables, but this year with the America 250, we thought this was a perfect fit for it.
I love it. He's cute. All right, you hold this. Let's keep walking. I think we're going this way. I think we're going to section 103 because we're hoping to talk to people. You know, there are ballpark bankers here. They're volunteers that come.
Yep.
They've never been here. I was in line with some of them that were kind of coming in and making sure that they were good. You know that there's people that will come to this stadium today for the first time ever.
Yeah, and that's why, you know, all of our staff, we kind of harp on you know, make sure everybody's experience is great. We want everybody to have a great experience here. If it's their first time or 200th time, we want everybody to have a great experience here at the ballpark. We have some new additions as well in the ballpark, which fans will love. The new Air Team Store is brand new this year, and we have some new food and beverages as well. So we're hoping fans enjoy them.
And you know this, people are really hoping that we're here when it's cold in October. It's typically freezing or yucky on opening day. The fact that we have such great weather today is just out of control.
It's incredible. I mean, you couldn't ask for a better day. 70 degrees, sunny outside. It's the perfect day to start off the baseball season.
When you are at work during the day and it's a game day like today, it's this type of day, do you look out there? Do you see who's out there like getting ready and stuff?
Yeah, we'll see, you know, some of the people taking BP, the pitchers throwing a little bit, warming up. It's great to see the players back on this field, and it's going to be even better when the fans are in the seats yelling and screaming for these Philadelphia Phillies.
Did you get to go to Clearwater?
I did not go to Clearwater this year.
I think there's a misunderstanding that everyone who works in this building gets to go to Clearwater, and in reality, it's like a small percentage.
Yeah, a good amount goes down, but we had a lot going on in this ballpark in off season, so people have to stay back and take care of the
Someone's
business.
got to
here at the
babysit the
ballpark.
bank.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, thank you for walking and talking with us. We appreciate your help.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Absolutely. All right, we're going to take a quick break, just 2 minutes. I got to figure out if I'm going that way or that way, but no matter what, we're going to have more Phillies when you guys come right back. Welcome back in, everybody. I'm Jen Frederick. This is Philadelphia Live. It's a really special edition because we're here until 2 o'clock live at Citizens Bank Park. Why? It's opening day. As you see, we have Dickie Knowles and Milt Thompson warming up not just the ball girls. Hi, babe. We'll see you in a second. But the Citizens Park bankers, and they're volunteers that get to come in and really get to be a big part of the opening day ceremonies. As you know, the official bank of the Phillies is Citizens, and we have to have the man, the myth, the legend. Good to see you.
Usually doing Champions in Action together.
I know.
This is great. It's all about the community, and Citizens Bank Park and the Phillies are a great part of our Philadelphia community.
Happy opening day.
Happy opening day.
I think we talked a lot about the ballpark bankers when the stadium first opened. If people don't know what they are, they're wearing green out there. They're volunteers.
They're employees of Citizens, and they volunteer doing this in their own hours, and they're just basically ambassadors for fans of the Phillies, helping out, helping parking lot people that having trouble just getting in.
Yeah.
Just help around the ballpark. It's just, just being good citizens.
Yeah, and they get to really be a part of the action on a day like today. I mean, can you imagine two legends?
I was going to say, Milt Thompson throwing batting practice to, actually to the ball girls now too, as well as our ballpark bankers. This is great.
I'm assuming you get to come here more than most people because of your relationship with the bank and everything. This is one of the best weather days I have ever seen for an opening day. I want to believe that's really good news, but the Philadelphia fan in me is like, we're wasting the good weather.
No, this is all, hey, opening day special. And we've all been here for 40-degree opening day. So this really, 70 something and sunny, we're all going to take it and run with it. And again, the crowd's going to be electric. It's going to be so much fun, but it is nice to have a warm start.
Why does
We've had a long winter, right?
I know.
So we deserve this.
When you think about what's going to happen in this city, in this ballpark, certainly with All-Star Week,
Yeah.
FIFA World Cup,
Yeah.
golf events,
Right.
you're one of the bigger businesses in
Right.
town. I'm assuming this is going to be a big summer for your company.
Oh, absolutely. For Citizens, I mean, what Citizens Bank Park and our relationship with the Phillies does for Citizens, we want to be the hometown bank of Philadelphia, and we really feel that, and that's why we take so much pride. I'm a Northeast Philly guy. I'm a native Philly. I live and work in the city. We take pride in Philadelphia, and this is really the global spotlight on Philadelphia. Hey, we're the center of the universe for the semi-quincentennial, and I think these events are amazing. And again, while the country celebrating America 250, but this is global celebration of Philadelphia.
What will you eat today?
I'm gonna go have a hot dog. I really am, because I've not eaten yet today. I had a muffin or something like that, but I'm looking forward to a good ballpark hot dog.
And you'll stay through the game?
I will stay through the game.
Okay.
Yeah, it'll be great.
Awesome. I love it. Thank you so much for visiting with us.
Nah,
Great to
thank
see
you. Hey, that's it. The Phillies cannot be better partners. The ownership, I mean, hey, we have an owner committed to winning.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
So wait, what is your prediction?
I predicted 95 wins last year, and we came in on that. I'm going to go 95 wins again because I think our pitching is great, our bullpen's better, and I love the young talent. I love Justin Crawford coming in the starting lineup, so I feel good about it. And then Red October is going to be even better this year.
I was going to say, I care about regular season. I do. I enjoy bringing my family, but I'm focused on that Red October. I didn't get enough of it last year.
Absolutely. Well, we kind of had the World Series in the first series, right? I mean, the Phillies and Dodgers were the two best teams in baseball, and we went nip and tuck. It was a play here, play there, in a really close series. So, but we match up with the Dodgers well. No matter how much they spend, we spend
I was
well.
going to say, if any Dodgers ownership or whatever tries to take a loan out at Citizens, can you make sure that doesn't happen?
Absolutely not. Even though absolutely not.
Seriously, because I love Victus bats, but they make bats for everyone. And I'm always like, don't make bats for the Dodgers. They've got enough stuff. So if we could take away their bats and their money, I think we have a chance.
Yeah, absolutely. I love how the Phillies match up with the Dodgers, regardless of what their payroll is versus ours. Again, we have one of the top 5 payrolls in baseball, but they're in a whole different stratosphere from everybody else, including the Yankees and the Mets. So, but we match up really well with them.
All right, go Phillies.
Go Phils. Absolutely go Phils.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right, I'm going to come over here. I'm going to try and talk to Dickie while he's literally helping out. Mr. Knowles, I'm coming to talk to you through a fence. Okay. Unless you want to pop out. Wait, look at that. He went yard. Am I lucky?
Yeah, I tell you what, Citizens.
Me?
Yes, come on.
All right, here we go. Here we go. I mean, okay. So, hi guys, how's everyone doing? Oh, you have faith in me. Okay. And again, I've got stuff in my ear. All right, are you going to be the catcher or the broadcaster?
Here, I'll hold your mic.
Okay, thank you very much.
Now batting. Okay, yeah, you got to get in the box.
Ballpark.
Yeah, that's why it's drawn there, believe it or not. Now, how about that catcher's box stuff?
I touched it.
Hit it hard.
I didn't get batting practice.
That was your you get
That was my first.
you get 5 swings before it counts.
That was a bunt. That was a bunt.
Oh, he hit you. Charge him.
All right. This is your time.
You can make your own batting box. Oh, that's only 2. That's
Okay.
a line drive.
That is a line drive because the problem is the ball girls are just too good.
They're better than we are.
Yeah.
All those ball girls that hit, every one of them hit a home run.
Really?
Yeah, I struck out.
You want the bat or the microphone? I don't have a ball. All right, so opening day, real quickly, it's so special, right?
Opening day is big time special. I mean, you get all the butterflies and opening day is special. It's more special than just about anything. Maybe not the All-Star game and maybe not the World Series, but in the regular season, it's really special.
It certainly is an appetizer for what we're going to see in July at this ballpark.
I think it's a big appetizer, and I think the ballpark's an appetizer too. Have you seen it?
Yeah, it looks great.
Wow. Did you go up to the Hall of Fame?
I haven't been up there, but I want to be out here because when have we ever had a day, weather-wise, like this on opening day in Philadelphia? Never.
Unless you're in Florida. This is beautiful.
Well, I live here, babe.
I know,
all
and
the
it's
time.
73 degrees, yeah.
I mean, this is, I don't know what, we definitely, Mother Nature likes us today.
Well, Mother Nature, I can say that, believe it or not. Mother Nature does like us, and I tell you what, I like this team. I think this team's going to get to the World Series. I love the pitching. I love the defense. and I think you're going to see big things out of this team.
I love it. All right, I'm going to get out of your way. I'm going to give this back.
You're a hitter.
I'm a hitter.
Yes, you are.
I bring the heat.
You could say you took Milt Thompson.
Yeah, I took Milt Thompson, BP. I like that a lot. All right, come on. We're staying on until 2 o'clock. Again, it is a very special edition of Philadelphia. Oh, show off. He's a show off. We're going to take a quick 2-minute break. We're going to be right back. All right, guys, this is live. This is everything. This is what you want to see on opening day for the Philadelphia Phillies. The Phillies are on the field. They're looking good. We saw them take a couple of swings, but really this is when they're doing all of their throws. They're making sure that those arms are loose. They're making sure that the gloves are going to work. It's just one of the best things that you'll see in the hours before opening day. 4:15 is when they take on the Rangers. So as we have this going on here, there's also some other elements that are happening all across the country. One of them, live, Grapevine, Texas. It's where the conservative PAC is holding one of their conventions. We're going to listen in.
At MacDill Air Force Base. So we do see that there is a microphone check getting underway right now. We are going to transition to this when it does get underway. But in the meantime, we have a lot of news around the world and here at home. The House is currently in session. Congress set.
And Governor Pritzker is super favorable to this type of stuff. In fact, just a few months ago, he passed legislation saying that they're going to spend $8 billion putting in grid-scale batteries, which is a total boondoggle. And now, so but Goshen is shifting from building EV batteries for like Rivian, which is just down the street in Normal, Illinois, to now building grid-scale batteries for his green energy fantasies of Governor Pritzker. So this is what's going on. They're moving the goalposts as the market changes, but they found a favorable place in the state of Illinois. I want to give a shout out, though, to both Congressman Darren LaHood and Congressman Molinar, because they did have the No Goshen Act, and they put provisions of the No Goshen Act into the One Big Beautiful Bill, and that basically takes away federal credits for these green energy scams, which is good because obviously Goshen was counting on $7 billion of all of our tax money at the federal level. That looks like it's getting shut down, but yet the state incentives are so powerful in Illinois that they're continuing to fight us in court.
Jillian, We only have a few minutes left. What would you like to tell the American people?
I would just like to say, please remember that you can fight as a grassroots activist. We are standing up to a Chinese affiliated company, and you can check out more information about us at nogoshen-illinois.com. We also want people to be aware of the broader concern that this Goshen facility sits 20 minutes from the Kankakee, Illinois Army Aviation Recruitment Facility, and it also sits 90 miles from the Great Lakes Naval Base in Illinois. So we just want to keep spreading the word. We could really use some help with our lawsuit. If people want to check us out, we would love to share more information. And we really thank you for your time, for having us here today.
Lori?
I as well wanted to put a few shout outs to John Molinar helped us immensely, as did Pete Hoekstra and Joe Sella, Lana Tice. We've had a lot of political help, and we're very thrilled for that. A lot of this is national security as well. I live in Big Rapids, Michigan, which is right by Ferris State University. Had no idea that there was a cybersecurity program there, but the Chinese nationalists knew. And that's all they cared about, was seeing that building and going to school there or whatever. But that is such a breach of our top secrets. And it's like, why are they doing this? And we also have Camp Grayling, which is just 90 miles away as well, which is, a military base. We should not be doing this. And so I'm so thankful for the people that have stood up to help us. And we also have, if anyone wanted to help us, we have a group called www.protectmacasta.org. And that's for people to help us with donations toward our lawsuit. Because if we lose we're not going to lose the lawsuit, but fighting this lawsuit is costing us, a lot of money for a small township. And if we could get some help that way, that would be amazing, because we sure the heck don't want to file bankruptcy and have Whitmer get control of us. So thank you all for everything.
All right, so there you go. That is Grapevine, Texas. We have Kelly Rule. We have a 9 for 9 right here at Citizens Bank Park. So much more. We'll be back in 2 minutes. Welcome back in, everybody. I'm Jen Frederick. This is Philadelphia Live. We're going to be with you until 2 o'clock, as we are every day, Monday through Friday. But today, obviously, is a special day. In Philadelphia, New Jersey, Delaware, and beyond, we celebrate the Phillies because it is Phillies opening day. 4:15 right here at the bank. they will take on the Texas Rangers. So as you can see, this ballpark is already buzzing. Officially, BP, or batting practice, begins at 1:25, but you can see they're swinging some bats there, not officially practice. They're more like fielding practice. They're warming everyone up. Some of the guys that you will see each and every game are already out there. They're making sure that they are prepared for this moment, because they know, as well as we do, that this could be the best chance for this team to go to the World Series. Many people are saying they could get it done this year. At the same time, we're covering all the news of the hour, everything live that's happening. Our reporters are working on stories. One of them is Kelly Rule. She's in Pennypack Park. Good afternoon to you, Kelly.
Good afternoon, Jen. Yeah, we're actually right across from Pennypack Park, still technically considered the park, though, at the intersection of Frankfurt and Holmesburg Avenues. You can see the work that's going on behind me. This is all part of a project to clean up illegal dumping. This site here, which is actually, a main road, a public road, I should say, has been a long-known historic dumping site. When they started about a week ago, they said you could find just about everything you can think of here: mattresses, a refrigerator. There's a nearby business here, and they said this has just been an issue for a very long time. The city wanted to prioritize this as a cleanup site because technically down below here, it's supposed to drain water into the creek, which eventually gets into the Delaware River, which eventually goes into our drinking water. But because it has been filled with trash and other debris, it has not been working effectively, and they need to protect that waterway and open that back up. So there are crews here with Geppert Brothers that are assisting the city, the sanitation department, Parks and Rec. It's been a big collaborative effort, multiple departments within the city working together. And this is an extension of the task force that they announced last year, where they're cracking down on illegal dumping. Obviously, the concern is that people are going to come right back and do this again. They actually said, sadly, since they started last week, when they've come back in the morning, they've seen more debris, trash show up. Part of their plan is to install fencing, signage, and cameras as an enforcement tool. So the hope is that it'll get cleaned up and they'll be able to prevent people from coming back and doing this again.
And Kelly, we know this, a quality of life crime, or a quality of life issue affects everyone. It affects the kids that are going to school. It affects the businesses that want to operate in that area. And especially in light of the fact of everything that's happening this summer, it's just yucky.
Yeah, it's an eyesore. Like you said, absolute quality of life issue. We spoke with the man that's owned the auto body shop next door for 26 years, and he said it's just been a source of frustration that entire time. And they get to a point where they just think nothing's going to ever be done. So they're relieved to see this. They're hopeful it will, change the behavior around here. And, again, we're talking about water that flows into a creek, that flows into the Delaware River, that eventually makes its way to our drinking water. So it's a health concern as well. So there are a lot of factors here that they're trying to tackle.
All right, well, thank you for covering it, and hoping they can figure out a way to keep it, better looking than not. Thank you. We appreciate it, Kelly Rule.
Yeah.
All right, so again, we are here at Citizens Bank Park because it is opening day. And the food and the drinks are as big of a part of it as anything. Shayna's here. Okay, so first of all, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Happy opening day.
The wind is not helping
I know,
us.
a little windy.
Do we want to put it down over there?
If you want to,
Let's do
or I
it.
can hold it. Okay.
So, again, you're with Aramark.
Yes.
And if you have a kid that's on TikTok, or if you have someone maybe in their early 20s, you are aware of what a 999 challenge is.
Here, I'll place
So
it here.
for people who don't know, what is it?
So the 999 challenge, the Aramark version, is 9 mini dogs, hot dogs, 9 flight-sized beers, and the challenge is to complete it in 9 innings of baseball.
So again, I would say, and I don't know anything about how many beers, like regular beers, are in those
So
four.
this is served with a 24-ounce can of beer of the fans' choosing.
All right, so that's really where I think we would kick off the day, right? With your 24-ounce can of beer.
Yes, that will be poured in these 9 cups, and then the goal is to complete the entire package here before the end of the game.
So that's not a lot if you think about it.
It's a less intimidating version of the viral 999
So
challenge
the viral one is 1 beer, 1 hot dog, every inning for 9 innings. So
Yes,
this is a mini
full size.
version, and as
Yep.
you said, a more palatable version.
Exactly, less intimidating, hopefully a little bit more fun, and you get to keep the packaging, keep the cups, and bring that home as a little keepsake.
Okay, so Aramark, what we love about you guys is you make sure that we have the craziest stuff, the right nachos, the right popcorn, in the right cup. When someone brought this idea of the 999 challenge to your team, I'm sure there was at least one eye roll. Like, are we really gonna do this?
It was a little bit, I mean, honestly, it wasn't even an eye roll. I think this is the kind of stuff, the creativity that really gets us excited to bring something that we see is so popular to fans throughout the summer. People are getting very excited about it. So we're like, how do we jump on that, and how can we bring that to more fans across our entire portfolio? So.
And how much is it?
So this is going for $59.99.
All right, that makes sense. That makes sense.
Yeah.
And then can they bring home the little shot? Are we calling them shot glasses?
We're not calling them shot glasses. We are calling them mini flight-sized cups.
Like I said, can we bring home the mini flight-sized cups to our home location?
Absolutely. Those are for the fans to take home, and then they can enjoy it, you know, at home themselves.
Is this in a specific spot, or can we get it everywhere? I mean, it looks like it's where we are.
Yes, exactly. It's at stand 128.
Okay. And then we talked a little bit on the phone. As we look around, you can see everyone's like filling up the beer, filling up the buns and everything.
Yep.
You'll have a couple different specials related to players.
Yes. So we have about 3 different player collabs on the menu this season, which is really exciting. One of the new items is the Sanchez sliders, which are hot honey chicken sliders. You get 2 sliders in a great packaging. And that portions of every purchase go to Christopher Sanchez's charity of choice.
That's amazing. And he'll get to start today.
Yes, he will be starting today.
Okay.
We also have a Schwarbomb Sunday.
Of course, we have to have something
Always.
with that. Now, that's interesting. I wonder if people eat their Schwarbomb hoagie and then have the Schwarbomb Sunday after.
Could really kind of have an entire meal based around Kyle Schwarber.
And he loves potato chips, so you could have those for snacks.
Exactly.
What do you know what the sundae has on it?
Yes, so it has actually a fried Uncrustable, a strawberry Uncrustable right on top of soft serve ice cream with some fruity pebbles and some strawberry syrup on top.
Last player, do you know?
Jesus Luzardo.
Oh, we love him. You know that he was named one of the most handsome players in baseball.
I mean, so we had to put him on the menu.
Okay, what does he get? A lizard?
It is, no, not a lizard. It is a sandwich, a cheesesteak sandwich with pizza sauce inside, so kind of a twist on the sandwich.
Okay.
And that one is only available when he's on the mound.
Oh.
Too, so kind of like a more of a limited time offering than some of the other players.
What about Christopher Sanchez's thing?
Always. Every game. Yeah.
All right, so if you're here for a Luzardo game, then you get, I like that, I'm there. I love it. I know that it's a very busy day for you.
Yeah.
We appreciate you getting all this done for us.
Of
So we can
course.
see it. And I can tell you that I feel like my family can share that. I'll be drinking the beer with my husband, and I've got a couple of kids that'll do the hot dogs.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. Happy opening day.
Happy opening day. All right, we've got 2 minutes. We're going to take a quick break. We got a lot happening. We've just begun. Stay right here. Hello, hello. All right, so you hear the national anthem. It's one of the things that you'll hear today. They're warming it up. Batting practice has officially begun here at Citizens Bank Park. We're going to go to Connecticut, where the Secretary of State is talking about the SAVE Act.
For that coverage. So that would require additional staffing. Also, I'm sure there will be technology upgrades and system upgrades for some of that eligibility verification, training around all of that. All of that is additional costs, additional time investment. And we have to somehow properly secure the documents that we're receiving and that we're certifying, and what does that look like for small towns? Many small towns, not only do we have to provide that secure document storage, where is it going to get located? If you've been in many of our small towns, the town halls are really small. They're tiny, and we're running out of space. And where do we put this? Everyone wants to be incredibly sensitive to the documents that they're holding, and hold them in high secure. There becomes a space factor. That is additional cost as well. So really, our ask is that, prior to enacting any of these new requirements that may impact our Connecticut small towns and our taxpayers, that there's a real comprehensive fiscal analysis as to what that impact really is going to be, especially with small towns, how that rubber really meets the road, and what is that impact really going to be for that additional cost for those resources in order for us to really be able to be compliant and comply with all of this. And again, I know that our registrar of voters and our election workers hold our election process with the utmost integrity. They want to see a complete, accurate, and transparent election process, and they put everything they have into this. And it's just, you run out of resources, and putting it all onto the property taxes is not the solution. There's nowhere to go there, and it's unfortunate. So that's our request, is that the costs be analyzed and really look at how does this get funded in whatever mechanism it is that they're looking to move forward with.
Thank you, Mary.
And I will pass this on to introduce our Secretary of State, Stephanie Thomas.
Thank you so much. Where the rubber hits the road is why we're here today. When I walked in, Susan Rapp said, wow, this is really long. And it is. And bills are not known for being written in plain language. So my job is to try to translate what it actually says to what it would mean for Connecticut voters, our election workforce, and also the municipalities and the state. It is a long bill. I'm going to try to do this as quickly as possible. Some people may need to step out. Don't hold it against them. Like I said, the Senate is in session. So Section 2 of the bill is the part that really fundamentally changes how people would register to vote and make changes to their voter registration. The common misperception that I'm getting from residents in Connecticut right now today, they think this is a photo ID requirement. It is not. Photo ID proves who you are. What this is a requirement for documentary proof of citizenship. So it would prove that you are a citizen, not that you are who you say you are. So right now, many of us use many documents that prove our identity. Some documents prove where you live. Very few prove citizenship. So the Save America Act would establish a completely different standard for registration than what Connecticut is used to today. So here, for example, many people think their real ID, driver's license, thank you, would verify their citizenship. It does not. It verifies your identity. So under this bill, something like a driver's license would not be enough to register to vote. The types of documents that would be accepted would be a passport, a United States passport. That's pretty straightforward. Or a certified birth certificate issued by a state or local.
Okay, we are going to go from Connecticut, where they're talking about the SAVE Act, to Maryland, where they're remembering the 2-year anniversary of just a horrible accident that happened there. We're going to listen in.
Couldn't physically be here today, but I know they're not just with us in spirit, but they've been with us every step of the way. Thank you to all the port workers and the people who continue to make the Port of Baltimore the most remarkable in this country. And this morning, we return to a solemn place. We return to the water's edge. 2 years after a day that changed our state forever. Things look different, but the memories of that March morning, they remain as clear as ever. We remember looking out and seeing an enduring piece of the Baltimore skyline. A skyline, frankly, that has been there ever since I've been alive. That was then laying on top of a ship. A ship that was the length of 3 football fields. We remember the shock. We remember the sorrow. We remember the prayers that echoed all across the state of Maryland when our state woke up and realized the tragedy that had just taken place. And most of all, this morning we remember 6 patriots. People who worked while we slept. People who at that moment were unaccounted for. And the only ask that their families had was never forget about our family members. To the families of the victims, I know there is no words that we can say that can take away your grief, because the 6 victims of the Key Bridge collapse should be here right now. Rolian, Ronial, Castillo, Cabrera, Carlos, Daniel, Hernandez, Estrella, Alejandro, Hernandez, Fuentes, Miguel, Angel, Luna, Gonzalez, Jose, Minor, Lopez, Menor, Yacir, Suazo, Sandoval. All of them should be here now. But they're not gone from the hearts of all of us, and they're not gone from the hearts of all of those who love them. Viven en nuestros corazones. No pasa un día sin que pensamos en ustedes. Los vemos, estamos a su lado, y aquí estaremos, ahora y siempre. March 26th, 2024 is etched forever into the story of Maryland. But not just because of the horror of that morning. It's etched in our memories because of the heroism. It's etched in the memories that in the faces of one of the worst tragedies in our state's history, it was Marylanders who stepped up to serve, who were woken in the middle of the night, and were some of the first ones in the water, who were the ones who were making sure that people would stay off of the bridge. It's the firefighters who ran towards the danger before they even had a full understanding of what the danger even was. They just did it because people needed help. There was the private sector and the philanthropic groups who supported our people, and who said, let us know how we can serve. It was the leaders at our local and our state and our federal levels who work not just around the clock, but who worked in partnership, because that's what that moment required. There were no guarantees that we were going to be successful in the work that we were doing. The only thing we knew that morning was that we were now looking at a catastrophe that this state had never seen before. But we stayed together. We stayed focused. We never forgot about those who we were searching for and eventually lost. And we showed the country what it meant to be Maryland tough and Baltimore strong. We faced enormous obstacles of twisted steel, a river of uncertainty, livelihoods at risk, but the skeptics could not stop our people. When they said clearing the channel would take 11 months, Maryland got it done in 11 weeks. When the experts said that reaching a 70% design build could take 5 to 7 years, we got it done in 14 months. When the experts said that it could take years just to get permitting done, we got it done in months. And when forecasts showed job losses at the Port of Baltimore, port workers ended up handling a record number of containers in 2025 and actually added jobs. We remain committed to rebuilding the Francis Scott Key Bridge with intentionality, with speed, and with safety. And I will work with anybody to make sure that we see that happen. In January, I met with U.S. Secretary of Transportation Sean Duffy, and as Secretary Duffy has noted, this is the fastest moving large infrastructure project in the United States, and we plan on keeping it that way. The Dolly struck the Key Bridge during my tenure. Yet, I plan on being the governor who cuts the ribbon to reopen the Francis Scott Key Bridge. At a time when too many people wonder whether building big and great things is still possible in our country, Maryland, once again, is going to lead the way and show what is possible. We will continue to recover, we will continue to rebuild, and we will continue to do it together. And we'll keep moving forward until a new Key Bridge arches over Baltimore's stunning skyline once again. May God watch over the victims. May God keep his eternal protection over them. May God keep these families of ones who are lost in his almighty hands. May the Lord continue to shine grace and comfort over our great state. And may this state continue to show the country what right looks like. I'm thankful for each of you.
So again, remembering 6 people who passed away, a port that was restored well ahead of schedule and is now so useful, so important, not just to the people of Baltimore, but the entire East Coast. Just a very, very important day remembering 6 people. We're going to be back in 2 minutes. Welcome back in, everybody. I'm Jen Frederick. This is Philadelphia Live. We're going to be with you until 2 p.m. And yes, I'm out of my little, tiny, over-air-conditioned box to be in what can only be described as the #1 spot to be in Philadelphia today. 4:15 p.m., that is when the Philadelphia Phillies take on the Texas Rangers. It is opening day, and I have to tell you, I've lived in this city for more than 20 years. I've been working here the whole time. I have never seen weather 75 degrees on opening day like this. Typically it's cold, it's rainy, it is miserable. All right, so we saw some of the guys basically working out with their hitting coach. So you want to know who the lineup is? I'm going to tell you because the Phillies have released that. Again, courtesy of the Phillies, Trey Turner gets the #1 spot. Not all surprising. We know that they mixed up the lineup a little bit last season, but Trey Turner has been in that leadoff spot before. Then you get the big guy, Kyle Schwarber. Bryce takes position #3. As you know, he wears #3 as well. Alec Boehm, Bryson Stott. Marsh is in the 7th spot. Real Muto's got the 8th spot. And then J.P. Crawford gets the 9th spot. Remember, he is one of the guys. Justin, thank you. Justin Crawford is going to be one of the people that people want to see. They're looking forward to watching him. Obviously, everyone's looking to see what Bryce Harper will do this season. As you know, there were some comments about the fact that he was no longer elite, and he basically said he is ready to prove that that is not the case. Oh, that's right. Garcia will be going against his old team, Texas Rangers, and we hope that he is successful here at the ballpark. All right, so Aramark basically delivers all kinds of things to make us feel very happy. We don't have to do any work. Shane is back. All right, so I said I wanted to see some of the other things.
Yes.
What do we have here?
We have the Sanchez sliders here.
Okay.
So this is one of the player collaborations with Christopher Sanchez, and it's 2 fried chicken sandwiches with a hot toss in a hot honey spice with hot honey, garlic aioli, and pickles.
And Christopher Sanchez signed an extension recently. He gets the start tonight. Do you have any estimate how many of these you'll sell or predicted to sell tonight?
Ooh, I don't have a great number, but they'll be back for every game. So.
And some of the things are specific to different areas. Is this specific to where we are?
Yes, so this is offered here in the Coca-Cola corner.
Okay, and the Coca-Cola corner is pretty cool. If you haven't been here in a while, last season I came here a couple times, mostly because I have kids that were complaining about food. But you really can get a little bit of everything. Bull's Barbecue has a stand here. Obviously you guys are here. And it's just one of those places where you could say, hey, where am I going to meet? I'm going to meet at Coca-Cola Corner.
Yes, it's a very identifiable place here in the park, and it has such a good variety of food and beverage. Here is also where you can get the shawarma on Sunday.
Ooh.
So have some sliders and then finish it off with a nice ice cream sundae.
I love it. Thank you so much for bringing it all out. I know that you guys are getting ready for opening day. Aramark, you know, in all the parks, we love seeing what you guys do. But by the way, don't try so hard at the Mets Stadium. Okay, Steve, they don't really need you up there.
Yeah.
I know you're doing some unique things there as well.
We are.
By the way, I've already told the regional vice presidents of Citizens Bank not to loan any money to the Dodgers organization. So I figured I had to ping you as well.
Yes, thank you. I'll take that back to the team, and we will.
Nothing cool for the Mets.
Yeah,
thank you.
got it. Thank you so much.
All right, so again, we're just kind of walking around. Right now, it is 1:33. As you know, all of this really begins at 4:15. We see the guys are setting up with the programs, with the scorecards. There's a lot of people here. They'll sit, you know, in the stands. And oh wait, this is what we want to see. This makes me so happy. Are you allowed to talk to me? I don't know if they're allowed. This is the Army. Are you allowed to talk to me on camera? Are you allowed to talk to me on camera? We should ask for forgiveness instead of permission, right?
Always.
Okay, so wait, you're kind of early. I'm worried about you guys getting tired.
We're used to this. We've been doing this for years.
Okay, so how many Surfsides do you first of all, you do Surfside and beer.
Yep.
Which one will win, Surfside or beer?
Surfside.
People are
Usually
loving
does.
Philadelphia company.
Yep,
Do
local.
they have a favorite flavor? Or they'll just
Usually
take
the
what-
strawberry lemonade.
Okay. And do you train in the off season for this?
I got 3 kids. It's training enough.
You like it when people give you tips, I'm assuming?
I mean, yeah, it's a wonderful thing. Gratuity is always appreciated.
You were here last year.
Yep, been here for 6 years.
And how do you feel about the off season? Do you have to go? All right.
I do. Well, we got to get moving.
Keep it cold. Keep it cold. That is hilarious. All right, the Army is ready to go. I do believe the ball girls are here. I wonder if the girls are going to let me say hi to them. They're getting ready for the 50-50. All right, the action. Can we say hi to you guys real quick? All right, what do you guys, you have the 50-50 drawing?
Yes.
Okay, what does that mean? I know what it means, but tell people what it is.
So what happens is throughout the game, we're selling 50-50 raffles, so you can purchase chances to support Philly's charities. So throughout the year, we collect all of the money, and at the end of the year, it's divided up between all of the Philly's charities.
I'm blinging like you're blinging.
I love it.
It's good, right?
Yeah, this is fantastic.
I
got the bracelets too.
Oh yeah, how much fun is Philly's opening day for you?
It's fantastic. Love the fans, love the energy. It's awesome.
And what about the weather today? I keep saying it. I don't know if I'm becoming annoying, but for people that have to work here, like I'm typically here at 4 in the morning with a hat, with gloves. The weather is just couldn't be better.
Absolutely. I mean, couldn't ask for a better opening day.
I love it. All right, yeah. I know you guys are busy. Thank you. All right, that is just the beginning of what's happening. We got a little more time. We're going to take a quick 2-minute break. We'll be right back. If it's happening live, you're going to see it right here. Come on. Welcome back in, everybody. I'm Jen Frederick. This is Philadelphia Live. We're here with you guys until 2 p.m. Typically, we're in a studio, but today, was there any choice but to be right here at Citizens Bank Park as the Phillies at 4:15 will take on the Texas Rangers for opening day. It's the first official day of their baseball season. I want you to see what's happening out there. The fans are lined up and they are anxious to get in. I believe the official time that they come in is at 1:45, and it looks like they're gonna have a treat ready for them, which is great. Hank earlier, oh, we're gonna see what it is. It is a pendant. Lovely, thank you very much. People just love a treat no matter what, right?
Oh, yes, they do.
All right, so as we wait for that to happen, there is a remembrance happening in Maryland. The Key Bridge disaster, 6 people died. They've rebuilt the area a lot quicker than anyone anticipated. They're talking about it now. We're gonna go there live.
I was honored and surprised to be invited to these meetings where the governor and other local officials and the Lieutenant Governor were peppering the team, the Coast Guard, Army Corps, State Transportation, State Police, with questions and getting answers and figuring out how to cut through the red tape, how to move more quickly than has ever been done to make sure that we're meeting with this moment with the sense of urgency and the creativity that it would take to get the job done, of clearing the channel and then of moving the project forward. I was out there this morning with the governor, folks from Maryland Transportation, and getting briefed on the progress. I've been at previous meetings about that as well. And it is extraordinary how long it takes to build a bridge in the United States normally. Years and years and years and years. And I've looked at charts and compared where we are compared to where they are. And ours is moving faster than anybody else's in the country for a bridge of this magnitude. They decided to do designing and building at the same time to move things forward quickly. They've expedited everything and had incredibly complex revenue sources to get the job done that have to be blended. And every one of those revenue sources, some coming from lawsuits, some coming from federal government, has to be managed according to the rules. And there are microscopes on this project from everywhere. So I believe this is the most transparent project that I've ever seen in my life, public project. And I just want to thank all of you who are working on it, that we are moving as quickly as we are. We had a moment of silence out there, and what was not silent was the hammer driving those pylons into the ground. You can hear them now. So I want to make sure that we always remember what happened on that day, and that we remember the 6 men who lost their lives, and that we embrace their families. I hope that we're working on a memorial idea that is permanent. We have a wonderful memorial that the families put together that is temporary. And we have a beautiful park Fort Smallwood, from which you can see the bridge, and a wonderful place to stand and remember what happened there, and to look at the beautiful new bridge that is going to happen while our governor is still in office. So thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for joining us. Today we reflect and remember the moment that changed Maryland. We remember the victims and their families. We remember the first responders from near and far who showed up 2 years ago and returned day after day. Today we thank Governor Moore for his steadfast leadership on navigating Maryland through troubled waters and showcasing the Port of Baltimore's resilience. We also thank all of our local, state, federal, and private partners. Together, we are showing the world that Maryland can accomplish great results when we work with each other. The collaboration between everyone, including our fantastic federal delegation, many of whom are not here today because they're in Congress voting, has only grown stronger with the passing days and months. The Maryland Transportation Authority and Executive Director Bruce Gartner have done a tremendous job getting the project ready for construction, and as you hear in the background, the sounds of progress. We are working at breakneck speed to rebuild the Key Bridge and make the region whole again. As the new bridge begins to emerge from the Patapsco River, the Maryland Department of Transportation is committed to engaging with the communities and providing commuters with relief across the region. We know the Key Bridge will rise again to serve as Baltimore's gateway, and it will also be a bridge to our future. Thank you so much. Now it is my distinguished honor to welcome one of Maryland's finest first responders, who led his team through the tragedy and whose officers saved lives that night. Please welcome MDTA Police Chief Colonel Joseph Scott.
Good afternoon. To the Honorable Governor Wes Moore, thank you. 2 years ago, Marylanders awakened to the news that the Francis Scott Key Bridge had closed.
All right, so we're going to continue to dip in the ceremony that is happening in Baltimore, remembering 6 people who passed away at that Key Bridge incident. Certainly they've rebuilt and they've made it bigger, better, and more useful than ever for that region. So we're going to continue to watch that live. At the same time, I'm here with Scott Grayson. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Big day.
They let us out of the building. Philadelphia Live is on a field trip.
Perfect day.
I know. All right, so let's turn around. So this is pretty cool, right? We're on this side, and these are the fans. They're literally ready to come in at any moment. All of them, put this day on their calendar. They got their outfit ready. They know their snacks, and they are ready for this moment.
Yeah, sea of red and white. I mean, this is great. This is what you want. I don't know that we've ever had a better day in terms of weather, at least as far as I can remember. So what better day to miss work today? We're working, but to come down here, miss school, whatever it is. Beautiful day. Just looking at inside, the Phillies are taking BP right now, batting practice. It's going to be a great day, and hopefully they can finish it off with a win and start the season the way all these fans want to.
I know that you were traveling here. You missed a couple of things, including my excellent at-bat. I took BP from Milt Thompson, and I did hit the wiffle ball.
A wiffle ball, okay.
Yeah. We're ready? All right, let's go. We're going to walk in with them. Mark's going to get this. It's just really cool, right? They're going to come in. They're going to get their souvenir of the day. So many people, this is their tradition. I have been talking about the weather, and I kind of felt like a broken record about it. It's usually like 40, rainy, cold, yucky. Like you said, I've never seen it like this.
No, I mean, a sunscreen more than a jacket today, right? It's crazy. I just saw a fan walk in with an opening night 2009 shirt on.
Really?
Yeah, how cool is that?
That's cool. All right, so we have been watching BP a little bit, and Brandon Marsh in Clearwater, and then here, he had been wearing a hood over his head. We're gonna walk in through here. I don't know if we're allowed to do this. Hi, how are you? Brandon Marsh, we had him live on Good Day, and he didn't want to talk about what his hair looks like. I want to give you a preview of coming attractions. Okay. It looks like he has his hair in a ponytail. We've never seen that.
No, that would be new for him.
Yeah, I know you're the executive producer of sports. I want to give you all the details so that you deliver the story.
Yeah, and I'll be in the clubhouse after the game. I'll have to try to ask him about that.
Yeah.
New style.
Yeah. That's sharp, sir. You look really good.
Thank you.
How long did it take for you to plan this out?
I've worn it a couple times already. It's just another old day.
Okay, you feel good?
I feel great.
All right, get in there. Get it done.
Yeah.
I know, we're both. Well, I'm a fan, he's not a fan. I know, Jen, we love you. All right, so, who is going to have the standout year? I think a lot of eyes are on Bryce Harper, obviously, but who do you think is really going to, when we look back, hopefully it's late in October when we are looking back, who do you think is going to be the player that we're most impressed by?
I've heard a lot of people talking about Bryson Stott being potentially an all-star here, right?
Yeah, that'd be amazing.
That would be great. Bryce Harper, I think he's going to have a better year. Let's look at the pitching staff. I mean, Sanchez today, I'd love to see him continue on his Cy Young campaign. Luzardo was great. Andrew Painter, I'm excited to see. Justin Crawford today. Yeah. Keep your eyes on him.
That's what I said. A lot of people have been talking about him.
Yeah, I love Justin Crawford. His speed on the bases is going to be huge, and I'd love to see that shown off today.
Okay, so they've been out here. I think they're gone now. Maybe a couple of them are still out here. It was interesting. They're shagging balls. They obviously took a bit of BP. The coaches were with them. They want to make them loose, right? So we saw some dingers, I have to say, but they're not facing, Ranger pitching. They're facing their pitching coaches. How do they teach them how to not chase these pitches? How do they get them ready for that part?
Well, if you ever get the chance to watch batting practice, what you'll see a lot of times is not necessarily trying to hit it out of the ballpark. They want to work on hitting it the other way. They want to work on pulling a ball through the left side.
They were definitely doing that.
Yeah, there's all that kind of stuff they're doing so that when they get in the game in a situation and they need a ground ball to score a run, they can do that.
And then we saw, Brandon Marsh in the outfield where he belongs, and you can see some of the other guys of the group, right? He kind of catches a ball, they all run for a ball, because these are the people, the younger players are watching what Stott, what Marsh, what all these other guys are doing, not just at bat, but out there in their position.
Oh, absolutely, and they want to do well. Like a guy we talked about, Justin Crawford. You only get one major league debut. You want to make sure you do well in that, right? Set the tone, make a good note, let the fans know who you are. So yeah, they're watching those veterans, trying to learn how to execute batting practice to carry over into a game.
We've asked people this question a couple of times, so I'm reluctant to do it, but why not? How many wins do you think we get this season? We had 96 or 95 last season?
96.
Okay, I thought it was 96. One of the gentlemen said 95. Maybe I'll give it this too. Is it over or under from last season?
I said on Sports Sunday, 97 wins. Win the division again, 97 wins. That's what I'm expecting.
Okay, and do we go deep into Red October?
You know, no team has won 3 National League titles in a row since the Cardinals in 1944, or 1946, something like that. The Dodgers have won 2 in a row. They're everybody's arch nemesis, right? So if the math says they're not going to do it, why not the Phillies?
Why not the Phillies? And I think this core group, obviously Nick Castellanos is gone, but this core group, many people see this as the last opportunity to get it done.
Yeah, the window is open in my opinion, but it does feel like it might be starting to close.
Yeah.
So you're not going to get too many more cracks at this for this core group of guys. I like the younger players they put around them. You mentioned Nick Castellanos. Adolis Garcia will be in right field, another new guy to watch. I think these new pieces, the younger players, Garcia, mixed with the old core, I like it. I think it could be a good year.
Because remember, these young guys have been watching this team, right? They're happy to be here. They're proud that they made the opening day roster.
Oh, yeah.
And so they want to prove themselves to the veterans. And I think the veterans also want to show why they are here year after year.
Oh, absolutely. And you know what? The veterans hear it too. They hear.
All right, this is a very serious situation. I don't know if we're allowed to talk over this, but let's come over. You know, we were talking about this earlier. Opening day is as much about the traditions, the food, the beer, the song, as it is about the game that will be played starting at 4:15.
Yeah, absolutely. There's so much pomp and circumstance with it. And, you know, out in center field, you can see the stairs because the players come walking in.
It's really cool.
Onto the field that way. Yeah, it is really cool. And, you know, this is my first opening day.
Really?
I've never been to opening day. So I'm really looking forward to seeing that here as well.
Because you're working and you have to be at somewhere else, or just?
All kinds of reasons, yeah. Working at other places or what it may be. But yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing all that.
I do love that it seems that the Phillies are going to incorporate the 250th into every part of this day, into every part of this season. Earlier we saw like a Fanatic bobblehead, and he's dressed as these individuals are dressed. I think, you know, we knew in 2019 that the All-Star game would be played here. When FIFA decided this was going to be one of the cities, when golf decided we were going to be one of the cities, when the bike race decided it really has amped all of it up. But I've been telling people it really did start with the 2019 selection of this ballpark for All-Star Week is what we call it now.
Yeah, and I don't think it was an accident, the 250th year. All the other stuff kind of came in after that. But, you know, what describes America better than baseball? In my opinion, I love it, right? So put that game here the week after the 250th birthday. You got to love that. And you mentioned all the 250th stuff. You just saw those guys walk by in their Revolutionary War outfits. There's going to be a lot of that throughout the season, like you said, and I would imagine that night too.
All right, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to take a quick 2-minute break. We're not done yet. We're here with you guys until 2 p.m. You cannot go anywhere. We'll be back. Okay, so here's what's happening. We are getting ready for Phillies opening day. Scott Grayson is with us. All right, we're going to show him the lineup. You are a bit surprised, Scott Grayson, by this lineup.
There's a couple of small surprises.
Okay.
I thought we would see, so it's Trey Turner leading off, then Kyle Schwarber, then Bryce Harper. I thought it would go Harper so that Schwarber could protect Harper.
Yeah.
Instead, it's going to be Bohm protecting Harper in the 4th spot. And we've all said we need to see more from Alec Bohm. So this is the time to start doing that for him. Then Bryson Stott, who again I said I could see being an all-star this year potentially. Then Adolis Garcia. Then we have Brandon Marsh, JT Realmuto batting 8th, and Justin Crawford, who I'm really high on him. I could see him being a spark plug other than the first time through the order that really helps set the table again.
The 9 spot is a very important spot. People talk about leadoff, they talk about, the number 3 spot, but that 9 spot really is critical to get them going again.
Well, with his speed, if he is able to get on, then you get Trey Turner. If you got Crawford and Turner on, look, that's going to stress out a pitcher. Kyle Schwarber puts the ball in play, good things are going to happen. Now we're at Bryce Harper. So it really is a big deal for Justin Crawford to, take advantage of that opportunity. And when he does get on, he can steal a bag before Turner gets up. Now, there's so many things that can happen. Yeah.
I just want people to see this. This is what opening day is all about. It appears to be a dad, his 3 children, all smiles there. They're already chirping at the Rangers, which of course I love to see.
Race him the right way.
I know, right? The little guy does have a glove. I don't know if he'll get it in that position. And then we do see the Rangers out here. Who's dangerous out here? Who do we hope has a bad day?
Well, it's their pitching staff isn't bad. I think this is going to be a good test for the Phillies. Nathan Eovaldi's going today. He's a veteran. I believe Jacob deGrom will start. I don't know if they've announced that yet, but we'll start Game 2 of the series on Saturday. So they're 2 really good pitchers. So our hitters are going to have to be on par.
I love it. I know you have a busy day. We really appreciate you coming out, Scott
Love
Grayson. Opening day. Thank you to Mark, who has lugged a camera everywhere. Thank you to Caitlin and even Steve Bradley. The soccer show starts right now. See you tomorrow at noon.